Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be making some refried beans, and this is just how I do it for my family, and it keeps everyone well fed, full, and it's really a great affordable option as far as food goes. So today we are using a brand called Grupo Singer. And these are Peruvian beans. So when you go to your Mexican market, they're either called Peruano beans or Mayocoba, I believe. These ones, I can show you what they look like. And that's the brand. And these are the beans you're looking for. Peruvian beans just have a much milder flavor than like pinto beans, and they're just so much fluffier, creamier, and they're typically like this yellowish color. So for my family of 6, this amount of beans will last us probably, I only like to keep them in the fridge up to 3 days. But do your research and see if that's the best amount of time to keep beans. I'm not really sure. 3 days tops. And so I take about, if I remember correctly, it's about 4 cups of these Peruvian beans, and you're going to add them to your colander or whatever you have to wash them in. And you're looking for, so let's go ahead and grab that. Okay, so we have, these are what they look like. They're a beautiful, like yellow-ish color. So we're gonna grab 4 cups about. And like I said, this will last us like up to 3 days. Okay, so you're gonna wanna wash these. And what you're looking for, sometimes these beans will come with little rocks inside of the package here. So you're wanting to wash these, wash any dirt off, and you're looking for any rocks in these beans or clumps of dirt. I have found both. I've found rocks and clumps of dirt. So we're just gonna grab up from the bottom. We're looking for any rocks or clumps of dirt and just washing these. Grab your pot. All right, and next, all right, so you're gonna wanna grab a tall cooking pot. And next we are going to add water. This is just Kirkland purified water, but go ahead and use whatever you're comfortable using. And we're gonna want to fill this about an inch below the pan. So let's get filling. That was 1 bottle. Here's 2. 3. 4. 5. 6, and I will get 1 more. And these are 16.9 fluid ounce. Okay, so that took 7 16.9 fluid ounce bottles. And as you can see, we are about an inch below the lid line. And we're gonna set these on the stove. And I'm gonna bring these to a boil for about 1 hour. We're gonna be boiling these for about an hour. And I'm just rechecking for any rocks or dirt that may be in there, pebbles. And I don't see any. All right. Okay guys, so it's been about an hour and a half that these beans have been cooking. While I was out at the market, my husband did add water and turn the beans down to like a low medium from a high. And so this is what they're looking like. They are definitely much bigger. So I'm going to, they're not done yet. So I'm going to add some water. And we're gonna get it right back up to about an inch below the rim. And we're gonna stay at that low to medium heat. And so, as you can see, we're back up. Okay guys, so it has been about exactly 3 hours since I started these beans. They're doing wonderful. They are just about done. And a lot of the water has evaporated since I last added water. And so we're gonna add 2 more bottles of that 16.9 fluid ounce of water. So you can see here, we need to add just a bit of water. And then I'll show you what they're looking like. Here they are. And we'll check back in just a bit. These are about ready to be fried with some onion. Hey you guys, so it's been about 4 hours since we started the beans, and now it's time to cut up this onion and add it to our pan with some olive oil. And I leave big chunks of onion because I need to be able to easily remove them from the oil. I have people who don't like onions in their beans, only the onion flavor that seeps into the olive oil. So we're doing large slices of onion. So like this. And then we're gonna add some olive oil to our pan. And I really wanna saturate the bottom of this pan with oil. I'm gonna leave this close to high heat. And we are going to brown up this onion. I always put a little bit of foil for any splatters. Okay, so as you guys can see, these have been cooking up for about 5 minutes and they're caramelizing. I'm gonna add a little bit more water and let them cook for another few minutes to really release the flavor into the oil. I'm gonna add some more oil. And we'll check back in a few more minutes. Okay, you guys, so these onions are caramelized. Just the way I like to get them. And then we're gonna actually remove these onions from the pan and we're gonna add our beans in. Okay, so those are all removed and now we're gonna add in the beans. And be careful when doing this, it can get splattery. I would usually remove that from that pan from the heat first and then do that, but I'm kind of in a rush here to get these done. And then you're just going to begin mashing. Remove any unwanted onion pieces. And I'm just gonna mash these till they're all completely mashed down. And now that the oil is kind of incorporated in with those beans, I'm going to add it back to the original pot, since this pot is kind of shallow. Just so that this pot can hold much more in it. And we'll continue mashing them in their original pot. I just wanted to get the flavor on these beans. All right. Continue mashing in here, and we're going to add some salt. And you could let these cook down a little bit longer, like on low, to let some of the water evaporate. Unless you like your beans really soupy and runny. Okay, we're going to add some salt. This is the Kirkland sea salt fine grain. We're going to give it a shake, 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 shake. And then we will taste. See if it needs anything. A little bit more salt. Okay guys, so I was able to put some of this cotija sprinkled on top of these beautiful beans here. And now we're going to taste test. Wonderful. Let me know if you guys have any questions in the comments below. Thank you for watching.